So we have the sections done for background and for valuation. What we need to complete here is the team section. Our client needs to know about the breadth of our experience and also some of the deals that we've been involved with recently that are very similar to this one. Let's get started. Now, I'm sure Scott mentioned this to you, but we're in the process of rolling out Macabacus, and our admin team has been working really hard on these team slides and also on the tombstones. Now, eventually the admin team is going to push these slides up to a shared library for us. But in the meantime, I was able to grab access to them so that we can put them into our personal library. Hopefully you got the files. And as you can see, I have the CFI team file open now. Let's take a walk through just to get familiar with it. Now, obviously we've gotten to know each other pretty well, but I'm not sure if you've met Jeff in person yet. You may not know this, but he's a relatively new member to our team. He recently completed his FMVA and he was working down in the mailroom, running the operations there and just doing a bang up job. So we decided to bring him up and create a position for him on our team. And as you can see by the smile on his face, he just couldn't be happier. Now, I don't know that you've had a chance yet to work with Seb or Joseph on our beta team. Look at the expressions on their faces. They are just delighted. It's really endearing. I mean, these gentlemen just love data. So we have some serious business to take care of here. We need to get this presentation uploaded to our personal library. If you could please click right up here under settings, let's click Library Manager. Brings up this dialog. If we click here, we can expand our personal library and then click here to expand the slides section. Now, if you could please click right here on slides, and then over here, we'd like to create a new group. And we're going to call this team members, just like this, and then hit OK to create the group. We get the positive confirmation that that's been done. Now, one thing that you may run into is a limit for the number of groups that you can create. If you're at that limit, no problem. Just use one of the groups that you already have under slides. Now for us, we want to click right here under team members, and then down here, click publish to group. We want to publish the slides in this presentation as a collection, and we want to title it here, CFI team, just like this. Now we can click down here on publish. We get a positive confirmation back. We can OK that and then close out this dialog box. Perfect. Now we've uploaded these two slides to the personal library as CFI team. If you could please open up the FMVA PowerPoint file, we'll meet you in a second and get that one uploaded too. So as you can see here, we have the FMVA team file open. Let's go through a similar process. Settings, Library Manager, expand the personal library, expand the slides section, click on team members, and here, publish to group as a collection. And this is going to be the FMVA team, just like this. And let's hit publish, content added to library. Perfect. Let's close out of this and we'll meet you ahead for the next file for beta. All right, last step. Up here, we've got the beta team file open. Let's go up to Macabacus. You probably know where we're headed. Library Manager, personal library slides, team members. What we want to do here, publish to group as a collection, and we're going to call this here our beta team. Perfect. Let's hit publish. Content's been added. And let's close out of this. Amazing. Now you may be wondering, why is it that we published CFI team with both slides in it, and then we individually published FMVA team and also separately the beta team? We'll get to that. Let's jump ahead into the next video and we'll explain. See you there. So this is great. We were able to get all of those slides from the admin team and publish them up to our personal library. Now what we're going to do quickly in this video is insert them into our PowerPoint presentation. Now, as you can see, we're in the main PowerPoint presentation here, and we're on a slide sorter view, which is Alt-W-I. What we can do here is just click on this team slide here. It's just a placeholder. So let's actually hit the delete key and delete it out. And what we're going to do is click right here in front of tombstones, and that's going to be the insertion point for us to put in some proper slides. Now that the cursor's in place, if you could please go up here under Macabacus, right across, and let's click here on Library. Brings up this library pane on the right-hand side. Now, if we go over there under the personal library, we should be able to click to expand this section for team members. Now, it's really important right here to look down here to the bottom right corner of this panel. We have a couple of red buttons that we want to pay close attention to. The first one here is link to source. We want that one to be on. Now, the second one is keep source formatting. Let's just click on that second one that's a pin icon to not keep source formatting. Now that those red buttons are configured properly, let's go up here and hover over CFI team. We get an image of what it looks like, and then we can right click and go down here and click on insert. You can see right away that these two slides for FMVA and beta have come into our presentation. Now that we've inserted these slides, it's important to know that these are actually slide links, which are different than the other links we've established here so far. Now, Jeff and I like data too, but we're not sure if we're going to need the beta team on this particular mandate. So we could go down here, click on this slide, and just hit the delete key, just like that, to take that slide out. Now, but here's the problem. If we go up here and click refresh, and now we want to refresh all these slide links, let's click refresh all slide links. The problem is that the beta team comes back. Now, if we actually win this mandate, it's going to mean that we're now going to have to split the commission more ways. So let's look at a different approach. Let's select these two slides and click delete just like that. So I think you know where we're going with this. Let's click right here in front of tombstones to get that vertical line in place, and then go over here to the FMVA team, quickly checking our red buttons, link to source, don't keep source formatting, perfect. Let's hover over the FMVA team and click insert. That's in place. Now we're just going to click right here in front of tombstones again, hover over the beta team, right click and click insert. Perfect. Now let's just test if this is working. We can click on the beta slide, hit the delete key just to nerf them out of the presentation. And then if we go up here to refresh and click on refresh all slide links, what happens is they refresh. Perfect. Let's OK this. They didn't come back. Out of the room, out of the trade, as they say. Now, I'm sure Scott probably mentioned this to you, but we're in the process of instituting Macabacus across the corporation. We're going to be setting up a shared library. So over here, instead of just having a personal library, we're going to have a shared library. That means the admin team is going to be able to publish all of the new documentation and slides up to the shared library for us, and we're going to be able to just pull it down into our presentations really quickly. Let's jump ahead now and take a look at the tombstones. See you there. So as you can see here, we have the tombstones presentation open. And if you haven't seen tombstones before, really common in investment banking. Essentially, these are showing little title, date. It's really common to see a logo, description of the deal, and also the role that we played in that particular deal. It's a great way to show our clients exactly what our experience has been in a relevant sector. Let's dive in and take a look at how these work in Macabacus. Now, you probably know exactly what we're going to do with this. Right up here to Macabacus, we're going to click into the library manager. And again, let's expand the personal library, expand slides. If we click on slides, we're going to create another group for these tombstones right over here. Let's click on new group, just type in tombstones, just like that, and hit enter. We get the okay that new group has been created. Let's okay this. Now remember, it's possible that you may be limited on the number of groups that you can create depending on your Macabacus account. But for us, we're going to click right here under tombstones, and now we're going to publish to group. Publish slides as a collection, and we're going to title these, as you would guess, tombstones, just like this. Now we can click publish, and the content's been added. Now we can close out this dialog box. Perfect. Now, as you can see, we're in the main presentation again here. And we've got this placeholder for tombstones. For now, we'll just leave that in place. Over to the left of it, let's click to get this vertical line. That's going to be our insertion point. We're going to go up here. Let's click on library, brings up this dialog, and on the left-hand side, let's expand tombstones. We can hover over or click on this tombstone. Let's check the red buttons really quick. Link to source, but we're not going to keep source formatting. Perfect. We can right-click over this slide and click insert, and it comes into our presentation. So I think in terms of this exercise for robot labs and the tombstones, we're all done at this point. But just watch for a moment. we've encountered some really neat functionality in Macabacus. We want to show you how it works. So Scott actually upgraded my Macabacus account just so I could test out some of these features. I'm going to go ahead right here, click into this Tombstone slide, and then go over to the right-hand side to the library. So what we just did was we inserted a Tombstone slide, just like this. Let's collapse this group for a second. What you can see down here is I have access to tombstones as meta shapes. So let's expand this for a second. You can see all of the metadata associated with these deals: title, date, client, deal type, mandate, and deal size. There's tons of data that we have access to. And for now, we've just gone ahead and loaded, as you can see right here, 8 tombstones into our database. So what we can do actually is head up to this filter section here. Let's expand the filter section just like this. Let's collapse content types and also collapse image types and expand tombstones. What we could start doing is filtering by deal type right in here, mandate, deal sizes, sector. This is amazing. So down here, you can see we're showing all 8 tombstones. But if we were going to go into sector and set that, say, to like industrials, now we can see we filtered down to the 4 relevant tombstones that we have in that sector. So let's just quickly remove this particular filter here for sector. And then let's go back up here and collapse this section and pretend that we want to insert all 8 of these tombstones into our presentation. So check it out. We're just going to click on the first tombstone, hit Control A to select all, right click and hit Insert. Macabacus has recognized that we want to put a bunch of tombstones in there, and it's asking us if we want to arrange these into columns. For sure. Let's go down to 4 columns and hit OK. And right away, these are inserted into our presentation. Let's move them down a bit and we're ready to go. Perfect. So obviously you can see why we're testing this out. We're involved with a ton of deal flow. And if we can upgrade our account, then get our admin team working on populating all of this tombstone information with metadata, then we can quickly just pull it down into our presentations really, really fast. Actually, hang on. I got a call coming in. Well, this is Scott. Just a second. Yep. Yeah. Hey, Scott. No, it's coming together well. We got a draft ready for you here. Yep. Oh, yeah. Segmented data. We've got that. That's right. Yep. Broken up by revenue. Does that work? Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, hang on a sec. Yeah, do you mind? I got to talk to Scott for a minute. Can you just go ahead and find that segmented data in Excel, get it linked over into PowerPoint, maybe just put it right in between where the stock price chart is and the project updates. That would be awesome. Okay, I got to talk to Scott. We'll see you in a second. Okay. Yep. Okay, perfect.